What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Kinda Grown podcast. I'm Nicholas Evans, and I'm not here to waste anyone's time, so I'm gonna get straight into it this episode. I had a moment earlier today that made me realize something. A lot of the things that are stressful are not big at all, tiny, like borderline insignificant. If you were by yourself, you would not even notice any of it, or most of it, but the second other people are involved, now it becomes a big issue. Like now your brain flips on, now you're aware of yourself. Now you're thinking, am I doing this right? And it is never the big obvious moments. It's not anything like public speaking. It's all the small in between stuff. Walking into a room, sitting down, passing someone, looking at somebody. Stuff that should just happen naturally, but your brain steps in like an overprotective manager. All right, hold on, let's think this through. And once that happens, it's over. Now nothing feels natural anymore. Now everything feels slightly calculated, like you're manually controlling something that's supposed to be automatic. And the funny part is, from the outside, everybody looks completely normal. Everyone looks smooth, like they've done this 1,000 times, but internally, everybody's adjusting, everybody's guessing, everybody's making tiny decisions every few seconds, trying not to look weird. It's like we're all quietly improvising, pretending we rehearsed. So today we're breaking down these moments, the small social situations that shouldn't matter, but somehow run your entire thought process for way longer than we should. And we gotta start with one that turns into a full strategy every single time. When in public, choosing a seat should be simple. There are open seats, you should sit down, and that's it. That's the system. But that's not what happens at all. Because the second you walk into a room, your brain turns into a GPS, scanning everything, who's said where, how close are people, what's the spacing like. Now it's not about sitting anymore. Now it's about choosing correctly. You ever walk into a classroom and there's like 20 open seats and somehow none of them feel right? You're just standing there like you're analyzing real estate. Okay, if I sit there, that's one seat away, that's socially acceptable. But if I sit here, that's kind of isolated. Now it looks intentional. And the worst one, sitting directly next to someone when there are a bunch of other open seats. That should be normal, but it's not. Now it feels like you chose them, like out of everyone you picked me. And now they're thinking, you're thinking nobody's comfortable. And once you sit down, that's it. You're locked in. You ever sit down and immediately regret it? Like instantly you feel it. This was not the right seat. Maybe it's too close. Maybe it's the middle. But you know you can't get up. Maybe more people start coming in. Now your whole section is filling up. But are you going to move? No. Because moving is a bigger statement than sitting wrong. Now moving feels like, oh, so you didn't like that spot. Now it's attention. So you just sit there in a bad seat for no reason. Fake laughing is one of the most universal things we all do, and nobody admits it because not everything is funny. Let's be real, some jokes are just acknowledged. But socially, you gotta respond. So you laugh, but there are levels to fake laughing. There's the quick, polite one. Yeah, that means I recognize you attempted humor. Then there's the stronger one when you're matching energy. Like someone is laughing hard. So now you gotta match it a little bit, even if you didn't fully get it. Then there's the most dangerous level, laughing without hearing anything. You didn't catch a single word, but you saw everyone else react. So now you're reacting too. You're just trusting the room. That's blind faith. Because now you're part of a moment you don't understand. And you're just hoping nobody turns to you like, yo, it wasn't that crazy. That wasn't that funny. Now you're exposed. Now you either got to admit I didn't hear it or double down. And once you double down, you're committed. Now you're like, yeah, that was wild with zero context. I feel like eye contact is one of those things nobody teaches you, but everyone expects you to get it right. Because if you don't make enough eye contact, it looks like you're not listening or like you don't care. But if you make too much, now it's intense. It feels like interrogation, so there's this invisible balance. Look for a few seconds, look away, look back for a few seconds, and look away. Like there's some unspoken rhythm. But the second you think about it, you mess it up. Because now it's manual. Now you're controlling it. Now you're like, okay, I've been looking too long. Look away. Wait, that was too fast. Look back. Now your eyes are doing too much. And the conversation starts feeling a little off. You have talked to someone and suddenly you don't know where to look anymore. Now you're looking at their forehead or their nose, somewhere off in the distance, anywhere but directly at them trying to reset. Holding the door for someone is supposed to be simple. Someone's behind you, you open the door and you hold it for them, they walk through done. But there's a certain distance where it becomes a full situation. Because if someone is too far away and you still hold the door, now you've committed too early and they feel pressure to hurry up and get through the door. They gotta speed up and not a full run, but that awkward, like fast walk. The one half jog, half walk. Like, I appreciate it, but also this is uncomfortable. Now you're just standing there holding the door thinking I should not have done this. But you can't stop now and just walk through and leave the door closing for them. You are already committed. You can't just let it close mid walk. That's worse. So now both of you are stuck in this moment that nobody wanted to be. Walking past someone twice in like the mall or the store is awkward as hell. But walking past someone once, easy, you nod, say what's up, keeping it moving. But walking past them twice, now we've entered a new situation. Because the first interaction was done, you already acknowledged each other. So what happens now? You can't repeat it, can't be like, hey again. That's weird, but ignoring them feels weird too. So now you're stuck in this awkward middle ground where you kind of acknowledge them, but not fully. Maybe a quick glance, maybe a half smile, maybe just nothing. And both of you are thinking the same thing. We already did this. Now, I think I saved the most awkward for last because it happens out of nowhere. You're somewhere and you genuinely don't know where you're supposed to be. Maybe you're early, maybe you're waiting, maybe just in between things. But now you're just standing, not sitting, not walking, just existing. Feels illegal almost, like you're not supposed to be doing it. Everyone looks like they have a purpose. They're moving around, they're talking, they're doing something. And you're just standing there, what do I do? Where do I go? So you try to look occupied, check your phone, look around, pretending you're waiting for something important, even if you're not, because doing nothing feels like doing something wrong. Choosing seats, fake laughing, eye contact, holding the door, walking past someone. None of these are big moments at all, but in real time, they feel way bigger than they are, because you're aware of yourself, and once you are, everything feels off. But the reality is, everybody else is doing the exact same thing as you. They're just better at hiding it, or they're thinking about their own situation, not yours. So if you had one of these moments recently, you're good. Nobody's reviewing it, nobody's replaying it except you. I'm Nicholas Evans. This is the Kinda Grown Podcast. And if you randomly bring one of these moments back later, just know it's not you. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Make sure to follow all the socials. Those will be in the bio. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.